Hey there, Nantucket. It's Grant from the Nantucket Owner's Manual, a guide to leaving the island better than we found it. And today let's talk about rents. Currently, there are about 8 people who I care deeply about who cannot find a place to live year-round. And it's really bothering me. If I could, I would build an apartment building on my property and give them all places to live for free, because they are all amazing islanders, locals, members of the community, weirdos, artists, cool people. And we need to take care of those folks. And so recently I was scanning Facebook and there was this question: how much does a typical basement apartment rent for year-round on Nantucket right now? And most of the answers were $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 and more. And for me, that set off the alarm bells, especially because there was one commenter in the thread who stated that landlords are just trying to get as much money as they possibly can. And I'm sure that's true for some landlords, but it's not true of all landlords. My wife and I rent out our cottage year-round, and we don't charge anything close to those rents. And it's a cottage on its own lot with a driveway and a garden and a shed, and it's beautiful. Now, some people have to rent at a high amount because they bought their home in the last 10 or 15 years and they paid a lot for it. And the only way they can pay their mortgage is if they move out of their house seasonally, or they rent out part of their property seasonally to pay their mortgage to cover their expenses. We ran the numbers in another video. It turned out that at today's rates, if someone were purchasing a home for $1.5 million, which, believe it or not, is low, it's below the median household price, they would still end up with a monthly mortgage payment of $6,600, almost $80,000 a year, just to keep their home, just so they can stay above water, so they can stay out of a bind. They have to do these rentals. They have to make that work. But some people don't have to do that. Others who bought their home before 2006 or 2007 probably don't need to get that level of rent in order to make ends meet. But here's the problem. We're losing a year-round home every 5.5 days. Homes get sold and year-round homes convert to vacation homes, and the amount of year-round housing stock is dropping. And as we've seen, the population has increased by 40% in the last 10 years. So something's got to give. Okay, here's my challenge to you. If you have a rental property and you don't need to charge what the market will bear to make ends meet, my challenge is do something good for the community. Rent to a year-rounder. Give them a deal. Help them out. If we don't generate more year-round rentals, it is the end of this island as a community. We're still going to be a resort community, but we're going to be so much more a resort and so less a community if the artists, the teachers, the firemen, the weirdos, the weird firemen, the people who make this community great can't live here anymore. So that's my challenge to you. It's an idea. We should talk more about it. We're going to talk more about it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking like and subscribe, and for signing up for our newsletter, and for supporting us on Patreon. We got another supporter this week. Thank you. And until next time, we will see you on the Norwood Farm Trail.